Hello, my name's Ellie. I'm a chiropractor and a Pilates instructor. We are on day 14 of this lower back pain challenge. That means it's also Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day. If you're going to join in on this and you have any conditions, just make sure that you're signed off by your healthcare professional to join in. If you're going to do it anyway, just do it at your own risk. As I mentioned yesterday, we're going to be focusing on extension exercises today. We did a lot of flexion yesterday, which is curving, and today we're going to be thinking about extending, and more specifically, obviously, extending through the lower back. Okay, if anything feels painful, please don't push through, but we're going to dive straight in today on our hands and our knees. So if you find your way through onto your hands and your knees, we're going to start off. I swear we've probably done the cat-cow every single day. So I promise you we're only going to do 3 to start off with today. So you're going to start to arch the lower back, extension, lift the tailbone up towards the sky. So as you do this, keep your elbows soft. If you're like me, you've got really bendy elbows, just keep them slightly micro-bended. Tailbone lifting up, head lifting up, and then we'll go the other way. You're going to arch. So tailbone pointing down towards the floor, head relaxed down towards the floor. We'll do that twice more. Lift the tailbone up, lift the crown of the head up, lift up the chest. Just bring a bit of movement into the spine before we dive in. And rounding. Once more extending. And rounding. Okay, now we're going to carry this on. I want you to tuck your toes. You're going to arch your lower back again. We're going to lead with that arch to take us up into a downward dog. So you're going to really start to arch your pelvis. This is going to initiate and lift up. Think about lifting up through your tailbone. You're extending your lower back, taking yourself up to a downward dog. Now, depending on your flexibility, you might be able to come all the way into a full downward dog. You might need to keep a little bend in the knees because we are prioritizing that lift up through the pelvis. So at the minute that sort of this starts to happen, we've lost that extension. So I want you to really try and just lift the pelvis up. Fantastic. And if you just want to go for a little bend through either knee just to ease into this, go ahead. But remember, we are always coming back to that lift up through the pelvis. Okay, and then take it forward into a high plank. Hands underneath the shoulders, body in a nice straight line here. Try not to sort of sink down into extension or lift your hips up. We want to be somewhere roughly in the middle. And I want you to hold it there. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then slowly pop yourself down onto your belly. You're going to come onto your elbows here. I'm just going to take a little stretch out of the front of the legs and the hips to open all of that up, and which hopefully going to enable us to sort of create a little bit more of an extension through the lower back. So you're going to just bend your right knee towards your butt cheek. That might feel like enough. If you have any back pain, just ease off a little bit, but you're actively thinking about bringing that heel in towards your butt cheek. If you're comfortable there, stay lifted in your chest. Try not to sort of sink into the shoulders and get tight around the neck. You're going to try and just gently encourage that heel a little bit closer to the butt. Try not to sort of take it out to the side or across, directly over the leg, over the butt cheek. And we're just going to hold it there. Keep breathing. Great, and switch it over. Staying lifted in the chest, you're either just bringing it in actively, it's a bit tighter on the side, or you can hold on to the top of the foot and just give that leg a gentle pull in. Try not to sort of sink into the shoulder, as tempting as it can be. Okay, then relax the legs down. Now, we previously did this next exercise a few days ago. We did it with a single leg. I'm going to try and go straight into both legs today. If it feels too much, you're going to stick to going just one leg at a time. But if you feel okay, we're going to try both legs at the same time. So your forehead is relaxed down to your hands. I'm going to keep looking at the screen to make sure I'm actually in the shot. You're going to slightly tuck your tailbone down towards the floor here. So if you have a tendency to sort of like pop your hips up off the ground, we want to try and avoid this. We want to have a slight lengthening through the lower back there. Now we want to try and imagine that we are lifting from our thigh bones, not from sort of kicking or sort of tensing through the spine. It's really hard to not do this, but we're going to try our hardest not to. So trying to just slowly float the thigh bones up and away. This is on an inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly control it down. We're trying to keep the legs as straight as possible and actually just move from the thighs, not from the knees. Take a breath in, lifting the thighs up. And a breath out, controlling it down. Breathing in, lift the thighs up. Breathing out and lower. Breath in, lifting the thighs up. Breath out and lower. Breath in, lifting the thighs up. Breath out and lower. You can always do this single-sided, that's fine. I'm going to do this twice more. Breath in, lift the thighs up. And control it down. 2 more. Breath in. Breath out. Once more, we're going to hold it up there. Take a breath in. Reach the thighs up and away. Hold it up there. Start to swing the legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Well done. Okay, take your right arm out towards the side, palm to the floor. You can't see it, but left hand's coming underneath the left armpit. I'm going to bend my left foot. Take that left foot towards the right hand. So that means the right ear is going to come onto the ground. And we're just going to open up the side of the hip. We have some lumbar extension going on here. You might feel a bit of a pull here. You also might feel a bit of a pull through the pec on the right side. But we'll just hang out there for a moment. Great, and then come back onto your stomach. Let's switch it over. Take the left arm out, right hand underneath the right shoulder. We're going to take that right foot over towards the left hand. You can let the ear just relax down onto the ground. Good, and then come back onto your stomach. And then keep taking the legs down straight, again hip distance apart. Bring your elbows sort of parallel with your shoulders. So we don't want too far back, too far forward with the shoulders. Again, we're thinking about sort of that tuck of the tailbone down towards the floor. So not so much that you can't actually move, but so there's just a little bit of length through the lower back there. And then slowly, I want you to imagine there's a string on the top of your head that is pulling you up into extension. You might feel comfortable here. You might want to just gently, slowly press into the hands, open up the chest. We want to create loads of space through the ears and the shoulders here, so try not to sort of compress your neck. We want to push away slightly. And then slowly, steady, controlling it down. Fabulous. We're going to try and push ourselves up to a high plank position. So you can either push up onto the knees or onto the toes. I'm going to try onto the toes. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Toes are tucked, thighs are engaged. And you're trying to go in straight lines. Take a breath in. On your breath out, pushing up. Holding it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Walk your hands back to your feet one at a time. Just going to shuffle forward because I'll be off the screen. And then slowly, steady, peeling it up vertebra by vertebra, and have a lovely rest of your day.